Hello, hi. We're testing something new out. Let me just. So we're trying to have a more controlled light. I put it on manual mode, and maybe this one's gonna look better. Or at least that's what I hope. Give me a sec. No. No. Grab your coffee, tea, or favorite brew of choice. And yeah, let's get this one going. Should I have you higher? I think so. No, wait, maybe. Yeah, you're a bit too low. We want you to be like there. Is ISO fine? I think image. Let's see. Comes out all right, huh? Let's increase the light a bit. Hey, grab your coffee, tea, your favorite brew of choice. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh shit. Me apologies. Me apologies. Put you there. Yeah, I think this is fine. What if I play around with the ISO? Can I do that from here? So, like, next step. Oh, you become way darker. Yeah, this is, wow, this is way too dark. No. And you start flickering too. This could be fine. I went slightly lower. Let's just go with what I think is standard, 6 and 4. Wow, we have white balance. This one's crazy. So, 2 and 8. Let's go down to 2.5. That's a bit cold. Right, I was using my phone. Damn. Let's make you 3 and 4 and bring it down to 3 and 2. Yeah, this was like a warm feeling. We have automatic focus on. We have a shutter 1/60 because I film in 30 frames per second. Aperture at 9. What happens if I change the aperture? It's a bit too much. I think we had a good one, too dark. Yeah, so 9 is fine. Yeah, I think this is a nice frame. Welcome, hi. Whoa. Whoa. It's been a while I did one of these. Shit. Give me a sec. It's been a while we did one of these. I'd say the video turns out nice like this. If I stand here, too much. Alright, I figured out how to zoom with the camera, so that might be why we have more door in frame. This one's fine. So we have a lot of things going on this week. Today is Monday. I'm gonna help out at one graduation ceremony. I'm gonna go visit a second graduation ceremony as a guest. And then we're back here. It's like 10th today. I need to book table because in 6 days. Oh, it's this week. Damn, Sunday. We are having strategy day. Time flies. Damn. Have to keep track of days. We're gonna have a strategy. My voice doesn't translate when I do that. So a strategy day. Strategy day. On Sunday. That's 16th, 18th. We're gonna go Liseberg. And then for 19th? No. Nothing happens the 19th. For 21st, I'd say it's time for 21st, I say it's time for. Oh my god, my brain's. I'm thinking about many things today. We have Midsummer Day in Sweden. Yeah. So it's party day. Whoa. How is my neck? I look a bit uneven. So, read book, drink coffee, read more, do some. Oh right, hey, hi. Right. Before we move on, thinking about hosting a chess tournament where I do judo, cause a lot of kids like chess. Because we had bring your own game fun day, and we had a lot of chess. Nice. With that, we're also going to be oh my god. I'll be honest, I don't know what to talk about today. Yes, back to camera. I started because I was fiddling with the light sources, and I think it turned out alright. Let's try the other angle too, though I do want to chat more. I think goal for today is to find an algorithm that's is tradable. If not manually, we can translate that into Python later. Though, we do need to have to be signed in. So for this place, we use my settings are an aperture of 9.0, We have a shutter of 1/60 because we film in 30 frames per second, sorry about that. And we have a white balance of 3200 Kelvin. ISO 6400. So if I would talk about math, what would I say? Going back to basics is never a bad thing. You repeat, get faster, get quicker at what you're doing. Went bowling yesterday. That was fun. Apparently I'm good at bowling. Way better than I used to be. Fancy that. For the camera, I'm just rambling random thoughts. Am I unfocused? I think so. Oh, stop looking down. I want to buy another lens as well, because that seems fun. And maybe we can have an even better video quality. Right, and for that to make sense, now I'm paying for this camera. Need to use this to first pay off itself, and then I can pay off, and after that I can pay off a better lens. I have a lens in mind, the Sigma 24-70mm Mark II. It's second hand. You could buy the Sony GM2 Master, Mark II Master, which is 2 years older. So just for the sake of being a newer production by 2 years, I think that's what I'm going for. If not else, the look will not be as common. Slightly more different than everything else. And they also say, for the people I see, when they have client work, it's good enough, and that's really what matters. So a lot of things to consider when working with the video compared to, well, also, you want to take nice pictures, but when you have video, size matters. Yeah. Yes, like that. The bigger, the worse. I mean, it depends on what you're using it for, of course, but the more you want to shoot, you need way more space. Just this clip by itself is like... what was that? Let me check quick. I got an email. What does it say? It says... Alright. So... Just filming for 14 minutes, that's like 18 gigabytes, if not more. And it adds up quick. So let's take this and move to our second location. Hello, hi. So let's see if we can make this one look a bit better. We have the same ISO, let's try 340, 430. So to have the same kind of warm look, I'd say 6 and 5 is fine. 7 and 5 might be too much, let's go for 6 and 5, because we have a darker. We bring down aperture. So you can make it slightly darker too. Too much. This is the lowest we can have. I mean, this might be too much. Let's go 5 and 6. There you go. Let's bring down you a bit. No, let's take you again. ISO, can we do it lower? No, it becomes grainy when I do it like this. So this is 1280. Bit of a bump, alright. need to do more exercise. And I forgot to close you again. Alright. This is too much. Not super dark actually. Why are you so dark? No, it was my lighting on the phone. Yeah, I think this is fine, honestly. So, hey. You're a bit not zoomed in. That's fine. How about I zoom you in? So let's see, the settings I have here is like iris 5.6. It also depends what you have on the wall. No, from the windows. It's quite a nice light. I also have this one slightly on. And yeah, it's kind of nice. I made pancakes this morning. I like pancakes now. I'm a pancake man. Got something in there. And right, we have white balance at 6500 Kelvin. ISO is still at 6400. It seems to be the standard. Maybe I need a different one, but for now we have this. Right, so, hi. It smells like... Okay, I know what it smells like. Right, so, what is this good for? Right, see, have like a proper financial strategy, use stock strategy, blah blah blah. So with that, it's time to make some serious do good work, be smart with the money, and find new ways. And sure, money is important. It's not the only thing. But from where I am standing, I don't know how people make money easily. I heard an audacious interview yesterday where one guy was saying making money is easy. I'm like, what? I think you can say that when you have all the connections and you know where to go, you know what kind of work has to be done, and there's already a market for it, and you can supply it. So being a supplier to a market, I think it's always, money is easy to make. However, when you don't know those things, it's not that easy. So we're gonna figure that one out. I know that if you use, how do I explain this? When you make bets on society, stocks is in some way, you can do clever math to find discrepancies where, it should be valued at this, the market price is at this, So there's a discrepancy, and then your risk/bet is to you bet on the market catching up. That's one way to look at it. Another way is to go, if we take a modern, like a relevant modern example is, AI is gonna continue to grow. NVIDIA is developing AI, hence we put money to NVIDIA. But since this is quite the easy example, people already do this, so their stock is sky high. Maybe the sky is not enough to limit it. And then you add things like people's hopes and projections are put into the stock. There's already a lot of people think that one will grow the AI and be king of AI, whatever you call it. So the price already takes into account the expectation. And that goes into like fake valuations. If many people believes, or if someone with a lot of money, or people together with a lot of money, believe something is worth more than what it currently is, they buy a share for a higher price, which pushes the market cap, market valuation higher. So let's say, easy example, this is Easy Stocks 101. I don't know why you would come here to watch me talk about it, because we have 10 minutes of rambling camera settings. However, here we are. So if you have 10 shares, 10 pounds a share, then you have £100 or $100 evaluation. Now, if I sell one of my share to David, and David pays $12 pounds a share. I'm just gonna use pounds because that's funnier to say. Now we have a £120 market cap. So by buying one share, by putting the price at one share at 12 instead of 10, you increase the value of the company by £20. Now consider if you have 1,000 shares, you would increase it by £2,000. And most tradable companies have hundred thousands of shares, but they might not jump as much from day to day. They won't jump as much from share price to share price. And share is, so basically, if we say, oh my god, I'm not comfortable. If you have oh my god, if you man, I am not media trained at all, a bit flimsy, eh? If you have a share, you share the profits as well, like you own part of the company in some sense. So when they make, let's say, $1 million and you have 1/10 a share, then 100k is for you, and then you take tax. So instead of taking it all in profits, the company reinvests some of it on itself and then pay out some of it, usually, if you have dividends. If a company doesn't have dividend, the gain is not realized until you sell the share. Companies can change their policies. They can go from having no dividend to having a dividend. So that's the difference between what we say a value company and a growth company. Growth company take all the money back into the business because they're using the money to grow. Whereas a value company, I'm not sure if the value, but basically it generates value for shareholders, for the company, and doesn't put as much emphasis on like super growth. They don't take all the money to grow even more. And in that sense, the argument is that it's more, instead of us putting all the capital, we might not need all capital to grow the company. We trust you back to put the capital where you think it will grow more. Whereas a growth company thinks, we're gonna grow. Like, we are betting on ourselves so much that we're gonna take all the profits we make, put it back in. It's a bit of an exaggeration, but I think you get the picture. Alright, that's about 13 minutes. I think the frame looks fine. If you're sitting here, I should have some kind of other lens that makes it more blurry background. Otherwise you see my kitchen in the mirror. Yeah, not the end of the world, though you see my pancake setup. Alright. Investing 101 with Alex. Together we figure out how to become rich and retain and be smart with our money. Buying is not always good, but if you buy things that help you get more money, it's a smart purchase. A lot of smart people put a lot of thought into how economy works. I say to get started, it's just useful to think people buy goods with money they have. Companies buy what they need with money they have. Sometimes with money they don't have, and that's called a loan. But that loan will have to be paid off, and that's one way money is generated. Because by taking out a loan, even at interest, by having this thing now, we're gonna make the money back tenfold. Or slightly. So what asset managers does is they accumulate wealth. That's their work. And by so that's what one guy does. If you have two, now they're in, let's see, where's the frame? If you have two, now they're in a market with each other, and they will compete for who will have the most wealth. And the more people you add to the wealth accumulation game, I'd say the more fair it becomes. And if you have the whole world competing for accumulating wealth, you take the variation of risk and bets and rewards will differ a lot. And it also depends on how much reward you will have. You might have to take bigger risk. In simple terms, and you minimize risk, the more you know for sure, this is not financial advice, for sure how certain you are this one will go up. So let's say we have a company, call it A. I think it will only go up by 10%. So I'm only going to put in a small amount to spread my portfolio, spread my picks, whereas you think, no, this one's gonna 3 times within 2 months. So you put 80% of your funds into that. And then simply by time compounding, you almost double, you 3x your 80%, whereas I only take 10% of my small percent. So I don't get as much. But if you're wrong, you also lose more. So that's a trade-off. And then you repeat this for company B, C, D, E, F, G. All the alphabet and some more. Right, that was a tangent. Let's move on to the next place. This time I'm not gonna pause the video. Well, I will, because we're gonna reset the timer. But, so we have a new timer now, even though we're still here. So, what I'm touching on this, I don't touch the shutter speed because I'm only shooting 30 frames per second. Let's see, I found a nice spot to have the camera, on. So we're gonna put you there, make you like this. Oh, that's not a nice shot. Let's move this to the side. Not sure, do I want the table on frame? Are you still recording? Yes, you are. No. As you can see, it's already way brighter. Hello, hi. Let's play around with the settings. Oh man, I haven't stretched properly. First, we're gonna bring down the... Oh, that's so dark. So cold. Let's make you 4:3 for now. It's ISO high. Maybe not 800. Still too dark. Let's take ISO to 3.2. Do you want more? Let's change the iris. Makes it darker. We don't want darker. Oppa. Wrong way. There you go. Can I not make you... I can't make you 5. I could make you 5. Ah, because I'm zoomed in. I see. I think that's why. Yeah, being zoomed in. I think being zoomed in is fine. Let's go up with ISO again. Do I? Let's have you at 5,000, because we are more light here. Let's close you maybe. Well, give me a second. We're gonna give you more light, little camera. There you are. Okay, let's see, 5.5. Yeah, let's have 5.5. This is a warm tone I like for the camera. Hey. So, what else? So this one's being shot at an iris aperture of 5.6. We have ISO of 5000 and white balance at 5600 Kelvin, 5500 Kelvin. Yeah, and given the light outside, I think it's fine. Though it would be cool to see how this one changed when I remove the curtains. No. Nice. Man, I can feel tightness actually. I should stretch. So, let's see. If I'm gonna explain you a bunch of technical things, I should be more interested in explaining those things. A style I like from one guy is he's very aggressive with explaining mundane things. Like there's energy, there's power within what he's saying. I take that as like a literary device, not as also as physical device, but both. So there's like, when you wanna do this, you you be quick with it. You slap the numbers together, and that makes math fun. If you're gonna be too much contemplating, well, what happens if we make the economy like this? Oh, wow, now we put in these numbers instead. How does the line change? Oh, so it looks like this now. That I do not think will be very interesting. So instead, we want it to hit this line as fast as in a timely manner as possible. So we slap in these numbers. Does it work? It didn't work. Okay, why didn't it work? What's the theory behind this? Well, obviously it's because, so in academics, I moved out of frame because I'm tight as fuck. In academics, don't be offended by fighting words, because that's what makes it fun. And if you're stupid, then it gets smarter. But if you're offended, you're not as open-minded, you don't find a new solution fast enough. And I did see that people that are studious, meaning they do a lot of textbook problem work, they are quick to adopt what seems to be a better solution, even though they haven't justified the reason for believing so. Because it's like the problem solving technique is that it seems more reasonable, whatever reasonable is. There's no other verification, trusting intuition. Like, I was given new evidence. Let me just drop my previous thought and grab onto this one, because this one allowed me to get one step further. That's not a bad thing to have. Was a bit jarring how I saw it happen yesterday, though. Since I presented mine more self-assuredly, he was quick to drop his own idea over my evidence. It's kind of like, even if I was wrong, I don't think I was, but let's say I was, would he be as quick to just like, yeah, I drop it, let's try yours, or accept yours? Right, we're gonna give you more light. Wow, I'm so stiff in my hips. Whoa. Whoa. So now we have way more light. So how do you, wow, I think you're a bit overexposed, eh? So when you add sunlight, everything changes, eh? We can bring down ISO a lot. I think 3 and 2 is fine. The iris we can bring up as well. Let's take 8. I still think you're overexposed. Let's bring down ISO a bit more. 2-1, better, slightly better. Play around with the heat signature. Doesn't look as warm, though. I think we kinda strike a nice balance, eh? 8, 9, a bit too dark. Let's go back to 7.1. Yeah, I think this is fine. So simply by changing a few numbers, we find new settings. Probably gonna look a bit different. I say you should maybe focus on having manual mode, simply because I watched a video that told me to use manual mode always. Otherwise you won't have control over what you shoot. Right, their example was, by having good settings in manual, you achieve a way better result than a more expensive camera in auto. Yeah, so this is already quite long video. I did talk about how to expose your camera. We have touched the shutter speed, but that one's fixed because we shoot in the same speed. But if I change it, I should also, like if I want slow motion or if I want to shoot 60 frames per second to have that nice movie look. We also touched aperture, where bigger aperture gives more light, makes it brighter maybe, or no, the other way around. How do I think about this? So if I increase it to 16, you become darker. Is that because I make you what? This is not a terrible look. Can I fix this by like bring up the ISO a bit? No, I don't know. This is not great. Let's swap around again, do that. There we go. I think I had these settings. Yeah, I still have things to learn. I'm just trying to even out the white balance and see what works. Come on, come on, come on. Chop. So 2 more minutes. Right, and we touched the white balance. So yeah, I kind of try to get the white graph I want, and then whenever I have it, I'm happy. Let's see how this looks in camera. It's gonna be like a lot of gigs again. Yeah. If I want to shoot like a proper sit-down interview, I have to get these things right. Yeah. And when I sit down and talk with you, this is how we sound. I don't think it's very interesting to see the learning. You just want to see the finished product. Maybe some appreciate all the playing around. I don't think it's ideal for a video to put online. Unless me fumbling around is entertaining, I'm not sure this is the way to go. However, but this is me getting mastery over the craft. So while working out the theory behind my camera settings in my environment, I develop language to get the result I want, and then that's what's going to be the final product. Throw in a bit tidbits here and there of how things work. My thoughts has been very scattered as of recently. So, no. Yeah, if you made it this far, I will thank you very much. I appreciate you, and I will do my best to give you more value proposition. Let me do the hard work, and I share it with you, and you can reap the benefits. Even though you have no real stake in me, and I have no real stake in you, I will do my best to have us all live a richer life. First, remember, be a good person. Make things nice around you, and people will appreciate you. All right, that's it for now. Bye bye. Catch you next time. Whoopa. Man, not again.